Fraud alert, fraud alert. Multiple characters at Hazbin Hotel are frauds. The biggest fraud of all is Charlie Morningstar.
The reason you left. You're right. I left my home.
I believe the major consensus for Charlotte, Demonana, Morningstar is Charlie keeps putting herself first. Charlie is driving the audience nuts this season. Charlie is being selfish. And you know what? I agree with all of these takes 100%, but this is entirely in character for her. The greatest flaw of Charlie Morningstar as a person is her being naive in her optimism. We see throughout season 1 and 2 that Charlie's mindset makes her more of a hindrance than actually helping people. Hazbin Hotel sounds simple in theory. Sinners check in, work on themselves, and if all goes well, earn a shot at heaven. That's the version Charlie believes in, but it falls apart under one basic question people keep asking. Why doesn't she ever confront what these sinners actually did? Does she really think murderers and abusers just need some cute activities and pep talks to turn their lives around? Charlie reduces damnation to people make mistakes and deserve second chances, imagining every sinner as someone who just needs guidance and positivity. It's well-meaning, sure, but it also shows how limited and sheltered her worldview is under all that optimism. Which brings us to Charlie's biggest stumbling block right now, angel dust. And honestly, these last few episodes have had me in a chokehold. Something about Angel just flips a switch in Charlie. She stops thinking, stops listening, and suddenly becomes weirdly self-centered. If Charlie needs to learn anything by the end of this season or the next, it's boundaries. Because let's be real, she never once asked Angel why he's in hell, never tried to understand the depth of his trauma, and then somehow thought it was a brilliant idea to invite his abusers over.
Are you dumb?
I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb. Are you, like, medically speaking?
I do not care if Charlie is a princess of hell. I would have slapped the taste out of her mouth. And the audacity to reassure him with, they'll be nice. Like she's talking about misbehaving children instead of literal tormentors. Charlie, I need you to be so for real right now. Like, listen, I knew Charlie was naive, but damn. Not that naive. And the way she kept brushing off Vaggy's warnings. This wouldn't be the first time she acted like her partner's concerns are optional background noise. This is no longer naive optimism. This is just straight arrogance. And that's when it really hit me. She is absolutely her father's daughter. She has inherited his pride. She has that level of stubborn certainty that she always knows best. She refuses to listen to people who have experience. Literally anyone who has lived through the consequences she's trying to fix. Her confidence curdles into overconfidence, and she becomes so laser focused on her mission that she can't see how obviously wrong her actions are to everyone else in the room. Her heart might be in the right place, but her ego? Yeah, that's another story entirely. Angel was right. Her apology stopped meaning anything the moment she kept doing whatever she wanted without considering anyone else's boundaries or trauma. A sorry without changed behavior is just noise. And don't get it twisted, I like Charlie as a character.
Oh wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
I actually love that she's so tunneled vision, so obsessed with her mission that it overrides her ability to think straight. My thing is, Charlie did learn in season 1 why her pride can be dangerous. She acknowledged that she needed to change, so where's that growth now? Because in season 2, she's acting off pure instinct and desperation. She just found out, and I mean just found out, redemption is possible, and it's like that information fried her brain. She wants everyone to get their chance so badly that she's willing to dive into questionable, reckless decisions just to keep the momentum going. And if we all take a moment to think about it, it does make sense. She's literally the daughter of pride, the sin itself. Everyone has told her her dream is impossible, that hell can't change. And now that she has proof otherwise, she's spiraling. She wants to prove herself right to everyone who doubted her and is tipping her into dangerous territory, adding to the insane pressure she's under running a hotel, carrying a kingdom's expectations, and being a princess no one respects. And it's no wonder she's cracking. Like, for real, nobody respects her as the princess. And you know what? Whose fault is that? If we're gonna be so for real, Charlie's energy when it comes to certain individuals is hella soft. Little girl, am I supposed to be scared? Genuine question. Is giving Starlight from the boys. Put them away. You're all show, no go, all bark, no bite.
Let me back in. I am the princess of hell. I am the princess of hell. I am the princess of hell. I am the princess of hell.
Then start acting like it.
You are Elastigirl! My God, pull yourself together! What will you do? Is this a question?
Charlotte, Devil Keisha, Morningstar, I'm gonna need you to start locking in. You cannot say I'm the princess of hell when that title means absolutely nothing in practice. In the wildest part, the audience sees exactly why no one respects you. A title is just a name tag if you can't back it up. For example, look at Satan from Hell of a Boss, the king sin of wrath. His aura alone commanded your attention and respect. He radiated anger. Charlie's got that chihuahua barking through a window while a pit bull's on the other side energy. Loud, adorable, ineffective. I'm gonna need Charlie to start jumping some bitches so others can take her seriously, because clearly her being nice ain't cutting it anymore. Vox is wiping the floor with her simply because he understands the assignments. He's telling hell what hell wants to hear. These sinners don't want redemption, they want heaven to pay. They want vengeance, and Vox is feeding them exactly that. Plus, where was the energy she gave Lucifer and Vaggie when Vox was lying in front of all the hell? This scene genuinely hurt me, because at the end of the day, all Lucy wanted to do was help his daughter. After 7 years of being absent, he was finally trying to be involved again. Both he and Vaggie were acting from a place of love. Their execution was... it was a mess, but their intentions weren't malicious. Vaggie was absolutely right to clock Charlie for playing into Vox's agenda.
You have fucked things up for me enough.
Now imagine what that moment felt like for Lucifer. Heaven labeled him a troublemaker for having ideas too big for their comfort. He was dismissed, isolated, cast out because of his dreams. So hearing
You have fucked things up for me enough
from his own daughter, you know that line must have hit the same wound Heaven carved into him centuries ago. In the way this precious baby flinched when she snapped at him, part of me wonders if just for a second he saw Lilith in her. Maybe I'm reaching. We still don't know much about Lilith other than the fact that she left her husband and daughter on red for who knows how long. Even if Lucifer did mess up, he had every reason to crash out in that moment. Vox wasn't just disrespecting Charlie, he was dragging up Lilith, his wife, a woman Lucifer clearly still has deep, complicated feelings for. He was prodding at the deepest parts of Lucifer's pain publicly. So yeah, Lucy reacting emotionally makes sense. What doesn't make sense is Charlie turning on him like he's the villain of her story, when she, mind you, asked him to help her back in season 1. Now suddenly, he's the reason everything fell apart?
Charlie, you are hurting the hotel.
Period!
People forget Lucifer is still an angel. A fallen one, yes, but still an angel at his core. He doesn't want to repeat history. He doesn't want to drive Charlie away the same way he did with Lilith. That's why he never demands respect, never snaps back, never puts her in her place. And you know what? Maybe he should, because Charlie, she had a little too much bass in her voice. So you telling me you could talk spicy with your loved ones, but not the ops, huh? Lucifer was humiliated in front of of the people he was ruling over. He watched them rebel against him. His daughter is blaming him, and now he's probably in danger, either about to be incapacitated or severely injured. And if I was in his position, I'd be petty as hell. I would dip out for a whole century just to let that "you ruin everything" echo through the halls. The deeper we get into season 2, the more the hotel feels less like a redemption project and more like an ego trip for Charlie. She seems fixated on optics, on proving she's right, rather than actually supporting the people she claims to help. Her treatment of Angel is the clearest example. She bulldozes his boundaries, uses him to validate her mission, and calls it compassion. Charlie's the type who thinks she's sensitive but ends up being unintentionally insensitive because she prioritizes her vision over the actual needs of the people in it. And I have one last thing to say about Charlie. Baby girl, you are the princess of hell, daughter of Lucifer and Lilith, and not only are you allowing a TV screen, a low budget flat screen TV at that, to rage bait you and ruin your campaign? And speaking of Lucifer, this man is apparently on fraud watch. Because what do you mean his curse is that he literally can't harm or kill sinners? You're telling me the king of hell, Lucifer Morningstar himself, can't physically enforce anything?
Yes.
What's stopping the entire population from rising up and jumping him? The title feels more decorative than functional at this point. Now listen, I'm not trying to disrespect our adorable duck boy, but what is he the king of? Hell is the land of eternal suffering. If he can't make them suffer, what is his job? Well, I am so glad you asked your girl Tunes that question. That's exactly the point. Lucifer's whole situation is one giant ironic punishment. He's the king of hell, but completely powerless to control or harm sinners. And that's intentional. He brought sin into the world. So now he's condemned to live forever among the consequences of his own actions with zero ability to change or fix any of it. For all of his powers, he is useless. He's stuck with the very beings created by the sin he unleashed forever. That's the punishment. Essentially, you made this bed and now you have to lie in it. When Lucifer looks at hell, only sees his own failure reflected at him. Most of hell probably forgets he's even there. He's just a figurehead on the throne no one respects. Even Vox, with all of his confidence, has no real reason to kill Lucifer. Embarrassing him, yes. Using him as a prop, most definitely. But destroying him wouldn't bring Vox any closer to heaven. And that's the tragedy of his curse. Lucifer is the king of a kingdom he can't rule, can't influence, and can't leave. And even if Vox wanted to hurt Lucy, I'm sure the 7 deadly sins would definitely pull up if he tried. But this is Hazbin Hotel and Vizipop we're talking about here, so let me not give them too much grace. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the notification bell so you never miss an update, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!